Hey, Lauren.
Hi, John.
Hey, thanks for joining me today, or this morning
No
over in
problem.
Chicago, I guess.
Yeah, bright and early.
So, first time in Chicago.
Yeah, first time here.
Cool.
Sure.
So, who's with you in Chicago?
There's myself, Darrell, Kerry, and Matthew from Woodfield. So there's four of
Cool.
us up here, and then two of the chefs as well. So we
Nice.
all came up here together. So
And then I'll see you all head back to Woodfield again in October.
that's the plan. So
Very good. How's it all in Woodfield?
everything's good. Busy, busy. It
Your
just didn't stop last season.
your fourth season?
Uh, two, three. That was my fifth season.
Fifth. Wow.
hmm
And
Yeah.
you're back. So, maybe for the people obviously who wouldn't have any idea who you are. So, you went on your first season, so 5 years ago?
Yeah, well, a little bit, yeah. 2016 was my first season. And then I returned in 2017, did the northern seasons consecutively, and then ended up having to go home because of COVID. Stayed at home for a little bit, got a job there, and then came back out in October of 2022. So,
And
yeah.
what made you decide to go to first in the very first year you went? What was the reasoning behind heading to the States? And were you already working in hospitality?
I wasn't. I was working in retail, but I had done a internship with Disney out in Florida. And from that summer, I was like, this is the industry I want to be in. I want to get back to work in America. And I was like trying to figure out how to get back. So I applied for the other Disney program. And then one of my friends from back home was actually on the Workaway program at Sailfish Point. And she was like, look into it. I did it, did the interview, ended up getting a job with Woodfield. On the same day I got the job with Woodfield, I actually got accepted into the Disney program as well. And I was thinking like long term, I was like, there's not much progression with Disney, but there is a chance to progress like through the club if you do well, if you get on with it. So I was like, may as well try it out and see. Here I am in 2023, still here.
And let me ask you this: what was about your first experience, even with Disney, that made you go, oh, "Yeah, this is like the career choice for me"?
So I think, especially with Disney, like you get to make people's like vacations, like you get to do the magical moments and stuff like that, and just kind of adding that extra bit to people's vacations. And it's just it's the exact same in a country club. Like a country club is an extension of their home, if not their home. So trying to like do your best to kind of enhance that experience is kind of what I enjoyed the most. No, I didn't have any hospitality experience, so I was just like winging it. I was like, if I don't get it, I don't get it. But I was lucky enough to get it. But it was the customer service portion of like the retail that kind of helped me,
Yep.
especially with doing front desk and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, and it's been an interesting sort of trend in a few of the conversations this year with people like who almost a bit like yourself, either weren't in hospitality or like, nah, this isn't going to be what I'm going to do for life, but
Yeah.
went over and had their first experience and were like, oh, this is a way different hospitality industry than what I would
Yeah.
have associated with hospitality back in Ireland or the UK. Actually, yeah, I think I'd enjoy working in this hospitality environment. But I'm always sort of, I suppose, intrigued and trying to push the message back to our colleagues here in Ireland and the UK as to what makes it so much different in the States. Like, is it the training or is it the fact that they sort of set a team up with enough people to be able to deliver that great experience or that memorable moment for a guest?
I don't know whether it's like the training definitely is 100%. Like Woodfield's training, I cannot fault hands down. It's like one of the best trainings that you get. You're not allowed to go onto the floor until you know exactly what you're doing and that you're comfortable enough doing it, which is nice for people coming over who maybe don't have that much experience.
Yep.
You're not going to be left alone. Like you're going to have your training, your 2 week shadowing. You shadow a server and then they shadow you just to make sure you're okay. And then you're on the floor then. So you're not set up to fail. It's all you're set up for success. And I think that's what kind of helped me because I was so nervous coming into it. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But the training that I got was incredible. And then that helped like with the transitions to going to the northern clubs too. Having that training from Woodfield taking those skills and like moving them to a new club, it's the exact same. It is. You can just transfer. It's just a different membership. So.
Yep. And then you said obviously COVID came knocking in the door and you came back home to Ireland. And if memory serves me correct, you started working with Bishopsgate up in Derry.
Yeah. So
and were enjoying life with it.
Yeah, I came home and this job came up. I applied for it, and then they said that we have a manager and training program that we want you to take part in. So I was like, it's a great opportunity to learn hotels, because before that I didn't have any hotel experience either. So spent 18 months with them, finished that program, and then ended up coming back to America then.
And what brought you back to America?
I just wanted to get back, and then also for Woodfield, they're actually sponsoring my permanent residency.
Yeah, and I think it's probably a part of the pie that we've failed miserably here at B over the last 5 or 6 years. I suppose pushing out to people who are in colleges studying hospitality, or like you are maybe a trainee manager in a hotel, and they see this sort of thing pop up and they think, oh, 8 months as a server or a bartender over in Florida. Why would I do that when I'm already going down my management career? And it's like we try and sort of, I suppose, spread more light in it this year. There is opportunities for those people who really do want to, I suppose, like you said, create a memorable experience for a guest. And obviously in the country clubs, those are repetitive guests who are the members who pretty much live on site. But because the club set you up for success to really be able to deliver that level of experience to them, if you grasp it and it's truly what you enjoy doing, you can develop and grow a career, and ultimately, like you're now down the road of, secure, sponsorship to hopefully secure a green card, and I'm sure a management career with Woodfield.
Like I've been lucky enough as well. Like they do take care of you in the clubs, and you do get the opportunity to cross train. Like I started off as concierge at the front desk, but I was given an opportunity to like train, and like I was a banquet captain at one point, and then I went into the catering department. I did a stint in HR and stuff like that. I didn't think it was going to be for me the entire time. Like, don't get me wrong, it's hard, but I loved Woodfield. I love the people I work with. I love the job. So I just know like this is what I want. So.
And it does become a family working within the same club and with the same membership, and seeing those people season after season, and watching, I suppose, not only members sort of grow and evolve and families, but also the team grow and evolve together as well.
Yeah, it's nice. Like the people I work with here are like my closest friends now, so consider them family.